Hey, Alexis.
Hey Tom, how's it going?
Good, good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Really excited to talk today about 2023 goals and marketing plans.
Absolutely. Now's the time to make sure that you have all of your marketing planning solidified so that you ensure you're going to have a fantastic year.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's dive in.
All right, awesome. So, Alexis, the first thing I want to talk to you about is how important it is to establish your marketing strategy. So, as you know, we're a marketing agency. We meet with lots and lots of different companies. And when we talk to them about marketing strategy, so many companies confuse strategy with tactics, right? So they might say, oh, yeah, we have a strategy. We're going to do email marketing, or we're going all in on video marketing, or we're going to focus on SEO. But those are marketing vehicles. Those are what you're going to do. Those are things that you put into your marketing plan, right? But it's not a strategy. A strategy is, how are you going to win, right? What does winning look like? And how are you going to win? How are you going to win decisively and consistently? What's the playing field where you're going to win? It's those strategic decisions that have to get made. So for example, let's say that your marketing strategy is to be the innovation leader in your market, right? That's your strategy. And then you can put together a marketing plan where everything, whether it's email, whether it's SEO, whether it's video, no matter what it is, maps to packaging you as the innovation leader. So it's all supporting that strategy and that goal of changing the brand perception so that you are presented as the innovation leader.
Right. And then everyone on the team can be fully aligned on that before they start diving into the nitty gritty tactics and things like that. And while we're talking about, bringing the team all the way up to speed and making sure that the whole team is aligned, that includes agencies as well. In fact, I would always recommend that you bring in the agency during this planning and strategy phase.
Absolutely.
Because they're going to be experts on this. They know what can be plausible, and they can help you brainstorm really cool ideas that can help you move the needle.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, too many times I think companies will kind of gather in an internal conference room, right? Just their own employees, and come up with what they think should be in the marketing plan.
Or just their leadership team can.
Right. And I think you're absolutely right. Bringing in the agency voice, where an agency sees so many different brands and companies and what works and what doesn't, and creative ideas. I absolutely agree with you.
Yeah. And I mean, if you're paying your agency just to, implement the plans that you already put in place, you're not getting the best value out of your agency partnership. You should really be utilizing, their brains, their expertise, their experience, and, have them do some deep thinking with you, and be a soundboard and, be devil's advocate and, really challenge you to come up with the best marketing strategy possible. And then from there, you and your team can put together some quarterly plans. You want to talk a little bit about the necessity of the quarterly plans?
Absolutely. Yeah, great segue there. So a lot of companies, what they'll do is they'll try and put together an annual marketing plan. But what we strongly recommend is quarterly plans, right? It's really important to have quarterly marketing plans. Why? Because one, they're more actionable. Everyone can be fully aligned, and people are going to have more urgency behind what they're doing. But it's very clear what we need to do now, what we need to do this week, what we need to do this month in order to hit our quarterly goals, right? And so the problem with annual marketing plans is that by month 2 or 3 or 4, everyone has forgotten what the plan was. Right?
Yeah. Either they've forgotten what the plan was, or the goal is so far ahead of you that you don't know what the next step needs to be to get there.
Right. There's no urgency. Yeah.
One book, you'll have to remind me the author, Tom, but that we've read here at Stratabeat is the 12-week year. Yeah. And that book helps you understand the urgency of treating each quarter like it's its own annual plan. And so each week you need to be taking steps to get to where you want it to be at the end of that quarter. And that kind of can really help you understand the importance too of end goals versus process goals too.
Yes.
So not everything is going to take 12 weeks to do. So while you're coming up with these quarterly plans where, everything feels attainable within 12 weeks, then you need to say, okay, what do I need to achieve this week in order to get there? And so, you have your, big strategy, which is innovation leader. Then you have your tactics of, SEO, for instance. And then, okay, so what blog posts need to be published? What videos need to be published this quarter in order to achieve that end goal?
That's right. That's absolutely right. What a lot of companies do is, in coming up with an end goal, for example, they'll come up with a revenue end goal.
Yes.
The problem is that's not actionable, right? Like, exactly as you're saying, like, what do you do next? Like, well, it doesn't explain what you need to do to get there, to reach your end goal. And that's why, yeah, process goals is where it's at. Process goals is where it's very actionable, it's very clear, and that's what drives progress. That's what drives results, is your process goals.
Mm-hmm. And what's really important too is that we document these and you come back to them every single week. So we have our weekly planning meetings, and in these weekly planning meetings, we take a look at, okay, what are our quarterly goals? What are our process goals? Who exactly is responsible and needs to be held accountable for this particular goal? Is it your agency? Is it your SEO strategist? And ask them during these weekly meetings, where do we stand with this? Is this done or not? Start checking things off of a list, documenting it week by week. And once you get that granular, then there's no way to lose. You cannot lose.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, this has been great. This has been great. And I think the timing is perfect for everyone.
Yes.
It's the end of the year, talking about marketing planning. So yeah, hoping that everyone got a lot of value out of this. Hopefully with these tips, you'll be able to take very concrete steps with your marketing planning to have just an awesome, stellar year.
Yeah. And I hope you tune in to the Alexis and Tom show. These videos are fun, Tom. Thanks so much for talking to me about this today.
Oh, thank you, Alexis.